So what's going on, everybody? JA News. Salute to you for tuning in. As always, we're going to be jumping into all of the latest sneaker updates. We got another battle going down for today's fit of the day, and then stay tuned for our main story as things are getting spicy behind the scenes as we got a new release which has just been discovered. And as far as this drop, this could either be great for sneakerheads or bad depending on how you look at things. So stay tuned to find out why. Guys, if you enjoy these updates, make sure you smash the like button down below. And to begin, we're going to go ahead and start with some quick updates. So recently we saw Complex post this Mount Rushmore of Air Jordan releases, which of course all of these Mount Rushmore ugly ass AI generated images have been going viral everywhere. But as far as their choices, I would say they did a great job of choosing an all-time list, but it definitely has brought up kind of an interesting debate, which of course you got the Jordan 1, you got the 3s, an ugly ass pair of what appears to be the 4s, and then you got the Jordan 11s. Now, I would say as far as like what I've been seeing a lot of people discussing, you could either replace like the 11s, say with like a pair of 5s, which I wouldn't really argue against that, but if we're talking all time, I would say this is probably the definitive list. But like, let's say if you're talking like newer sneakerheads or maybe like people that got into things like say after like 2020, I could definitely see how you could argue that like you could remove the 11s for like a pair of 5s. But I think what's even more interesting, let's say take things back to like 15 plus years ago, I would even argue that maybe you could replace the Jordan 1s with say something like a pair of Jordan 12s or something like that. But we're not gonna get too stuck on this topic. Let me know what y'all think about that one down below. And to keep things moving, we got an update here on the Kith Nike collaboration, which apparently will be releasing coming up this holiday 2025. Now, previously, we did see some apparel which was discovered as several SKUs were loaded onto the back end of Nike servers, but it looks like they now have discovered SKUs for footwear. So we got the Air Force One, the Nike Footscape, which is again kind of one of these ugly ass silhouettes that Kith Ronnie Fig just happens to love and just wants to always push on us. You got the Swoosh One, which actually happens to be a Nike baby sneaker. And then you have the Air Max 95. Now, it's noteworthy to mention that as far as all of these SKUs, these actually happen to be like kids or toddler infant pairs. So as far as this Kith Nike collaboration, like I would imagine they gotta have some adult footwear as far as the release goes and everything like that. But as far as the details, stay tuned for more, as this will be one of the big collections to look forward to holiday 2025. It's confirmed so far for clothing, kids footwear, but we're just waiting to see if we get some adult pairs. But if they do, I would say that's definitely going to be a highly anticipated release. And again, Kith, Ronnie Fog, they just continue to blow me away at just how big they continue to expand. They keep opening up new stores, new locations all across the country. They keep collaborating, dropping new products. So they do a great job of like, you know, kind of bringing stuff that, you know, they kind of like curate towards their audience and everything like that. So salute to them for keeping the ball rolling over there. Now we got a first look here at a brand new Jordan brand model. So what you guys are looking at right here, according to Sneaker News, we got the Jordan Session, which again is one of these kind of like new Jordan brand lifestyle models, which is set to drop coming up this fall 2025. And interestingly, it will be retailing for 90 bucks. So you guys can expect to see a whole bunch of different colorways of this new lifestyle model, which I kind of see what Jordan brand is doing here. They're trying to like bring a sneaker that's kind of like in the vein of almost like a skate type of shoe, right? With that silhouette and everything like that. Plus with the $90 price point, kind of interesting, but I low-key kind of feel like they should have just stuck to those flight court joints, which again are kind of like in the lane of like a Jordan brand skate shoe. But I guess they're just kind of giving more options, more sneakers that are gonna just fill up sneaker stores and everything. But as far as these right here, I would have to say, I'm not even gonna lie, like they are kind of ugly. And again, this is just kind of Jordan brand rebranding Team Jordans, you know, trying to flood the market with different options for people that probably don't know any better. So as far as this one, I kind of see these as just being a flop that kind of just comes and goes. So we're gonna go ahead and jump here into today's fits of the day. We got another battle going on, as you guys have been showing so much love, tagging me on all your fit pics over on the gram. So shout out to everybody that submitted outfits. We're gonna go ahead and get started here. First up, we got King Speaks out here looking like the next big sneaker YouTuber who's about to blow up and tell us to go ahead and buy these new J-tips before the price skyrockets. So on feet, of course, he's got the recently released I Love You, but I'm busy, paired up with a nice little blue fit right here, complimenting the sneakers. So we see you right there, bro. Okay. Now next up, we got Kicks and Cuts 77. Out here looking like he's about to hit you with the next big crypto scam, rocking what a lot of people would say are probably the best, the very first Amamanier Jordan 3. So he's got that paired up with the matching Jordan brand hoodie. As far as the crossbody bag, okay, you got the little Nike joint going on there, paired up with a complimentary Nike cap. So my boy is definitely showcasing what's going on right here. Salute to bro. And then third, I got Ricky _ Poppy Sergio out here looking like Don Toliver's cousin or something like that. Now on feet, I ain't gonna lie, he went crazy right here. He's got the Jordan 1 Travis Scott lows, the dark velvet joints which dropped last holiday season, paired up with what appears to be the matching Travis Scott merch on top. Got the camo pants, and then y'all see the chain right there. Sergio chain on there going absolutely crazy. So shout out to bro. As far as today's fits, guys, let me know who y'all feel like pulled off fit of the day. Are we rocking with Ricky Poppy, Don Toliver's long lost cousin? Are you guys rocking with the crypto scammer kicks and cuts with the good Amamanier 3s on feet? Or are we rocking with the next up and coming big sneaker YouTuber? I'm just joking, y'all. Shout out to King Speaks with the good new J tips on feet. Let me know who y'all felt like had the best fit of the day. And with those quick updates out the way, let's go ahead and jump here into our main stories, which we had an unexpected restock hit Nike today. So if you guys are unaware, just then we got the Jordan 3 black cements. Not only that, but we also got the black Cat 3s available as well, which as far as these pairs, I think you would probably see some people hit the comments being like, but JA, these are bricks, they're going for under retail on StockX. But again, nowadays, a lot of people would rather, go ahead and purchase their shoes directly from the source. So what better way to purchase these classics than through Nike.com. So, we definitely heard rumors that they made a lot of these 3s, and it turns out those rumors were true. But it's just crazy to see that Nike literally be sitting on like full size runs, in their back warehouse. Or could it be that these are like just a whole bunch of returns? I don't really know, but it looks like Nike with a little surprise restock today via Nike. So you got the black cement 3s. Not only that, but you also got the good black Cat 3s was dropped earlier this year. So 2 good solid Jordan 3s. I'm not sure if these are still available, but as I'm recording, as I mentioned, you got just about a full size run available. So pretty crazy, but then again, something that I guess you could expect nowadays from Nike. Now, as far as today's big story, this one actually hit the net sometime in the evening last night, according to KicksFinder, as well as Sneaker News. They were posting this up, talking about exclusive Air Jordan 1 High 85 bread returning holiday 2025. Now, this would be huge news, of course. As y'all know, this is one of the most talked about sneaker releases. Nike decided to limit these to, rather than dropping them online or via the sneakers app like we normally see, they decided to kind of scale things back, limit these to just in-store neighborhood locations scattered across the country. A way of kind of bringing back that chase, bringing back the hype and excitement, and low-key telling y'all to put some respect back on the OG right here. So, of course, these were the good 85 cut. You got the classic breads, one of the ones that started it all. Now, apparently, these are possibly releasing on Band Day, October 18th, which I had no clue there was like a band day. But when I hear that, I just think of like a band day. But anyways, let's not get off subject right here. So apparently we have a band day, October 18th, which these are rumored to be releasing. So this is huge, right? Everybody was going crazy about this right here. You got Sneaker News, KicksFinder, a whole bunch of major sneaker blogs, as it looks like it was discovered on the back end of this SKU, which actually happens to be different than the bread 85s, and then a different color code, black, varsity, red, white. But it definitely all lines up to be the bread 85. Well, apparently behind the scenes, things got a little bit spicy, as you got another trusted source in Soul Retriever chiming in, talking about breaking the Air Jordan 1 High 85 bread is getting a new makeover in holiday 2025. And then they're talking about direct sources at Jordan Brand have confirmed with Soul Retriever that the upcoming pair is not a restock of the bread 85s from earlier this year, contrary to other reports. So of course, y'all know once these like leakers or these insiders, once somebody breaks the news, they get all mad because they're like, yo, we didn't get the story. So then they're going to hit their official sources talking about don't believe everything you see online. So get a little spicy, throwing some shades, I guess, at the other sneaker leakers or whatever, but I can really care less. All I want to know is that, what sneakers are actually going to be coming out. So we also had Brandon chime in, talking about a couple of things about the new Air Jordan 1 85 SKU. He said, It may be moved to spring 2026. I have it under spring 2026, so possibly not dropping this holiday. And then he said the colors are different than the Bread 85s. The Bread 85s that we got earlier this year are black multicolor, not black varsity red white. So as y'all see, I mentioned earlier the color code, black varsity red white. Now, when I hear that, actually first before we get into that, let's see, we had also Mr. Unloved Ones chiming in talking about could be a gold swoosh, could be all red black swoosh, could be all black red swoosh. Who knows, just have some fun and wait, of course. So seems like insiders are kind of like hinting at possibly it could be a remix and not rather so just the regular Bread 85 that we saw drop earlier this year. But definitely based off the fact that it's a new SKU, I would anticipate that it's not going to be a restock, as we've seen a lot of people running with the fact that Nike lied or whatever, saying these would only be in store, only for them to restock them at a later date. So what I'm thinking is, you know, maybe they could be spicing things up. Maybe it could be another Bread 85 or say with like a different color swoosh, like Mr. Unloved Ones was possibly hinting to. Now, when I hear the color code right here, black varsity red white, I'm thinking, you know, maybe it's not a Bread. Like, what if it was like a Jordan Chicago? Remember we saw that sample floating around of a Jordan Chicago 85? Maybe it could possibly be that, but for them to release it on what's rumored to be Band-Aid or whatever they call it, I mean, that wouldn't really make sense. And for Jordan Brand to go ahead and drop these the same year that they dropped the Bread 85s, I mean, would that make a lot of sense? I mean, we also got those reverse shadows samples or whatever that are supposed to be dropping. So who really knows? As for now, we'll just kind of have to wait on it. But I'm thinking, you know, with that color code, black varsity red, like maybe they could be the Chicagos, but we'll just have to wait on it. Or they could be like a remixed pair of Bread 85s or Band 85s or something like that. So again, we'll just have to wait on it, but this was a big update. Just wanted to kind of present, you know, all the different points of views. It looks like Soul Retriever definitely wanted to let y'all know that they spoke to one of their Jordan Brand reps directly, and they are confirming it is not the Bread 85s. But of course, you know, Jordan Brand, they want to keep things quiet. I wonder if they let Soul Retriever know exactly what they really were. But if I had to make a guess, I'm gonna call, like, let's say the best possible scenario right here. Of course, I would love for them to restock these Bread 85s, but I'm gonna call that it could be the Chicago 85s, a surprise holiday release, or possibly pushed back to the spring. But again, we'll have to wait on it. So that's my call. I would love to know what you guys think down below, but that's what I got for today's main story. So drop your feedback, guys, on all the topics covered. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure y'all smash the like button for the only daily sneaker news show here on YouTube. And I always keep forgetting to say, but I do have a free Discord, which is always linked down below. It's a free sneaker community. I'm not charging y'all anything to come through. I just want to get that joint jumping again. So come through. It's just a safe place for sneakerheads to chat, talk sneakers, all that good stuff, show off your latest pickups, and drop your dope fit pics and all that good stuff. So that's all, guys. JA News. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Stay safe, stay blessed, love.